So what does it take to put healthy and tasty vegan dinners on the table without so much stress, without too much waste, and perhaps above all, without spending hours in the kitchen every single day? Here's the spoiler. It does not require buying yet another cookbook or watching just one more recipe video on YouTube. What you do need is to practice the 4 power moves for healthy vegan cooking at home. Here they are. The first power move, it's kind of boring, I'm sorry, but it's true, is to keep a clean and tidy kitchen. If your countertops are piled high with clutter and your sink is full of dirty dishes, you're not going to cook. Let's face it, it's just a reality. So if you have a kitchen that's a mess right now, you have to pause this video, just hit pause and go clean up. Wash the dishes, clear the countertops. If you have a bunch of things that don't even belong in the kitchen, it's okay to put them in the box and deal with them later. But you need to, first of all, have a functional kitchen. So hit pause and go take care of that right now. Your power move number 2 is going to be stocking your kitchen with healthy vegan ingredients, the basics. If you want healthy vegan dinners, you're going to need healthy vegan ingredients. It's kind of obvious, right? And you don't need to go looking for elusive unicorn-like ingredients such as plum vinegar or ripe avocados. Not for now. Focus on the basics. You need vegetables with some fruit. Don't go overboard if you're just getting started buying $100 worth of produce. Buy some basic ingredients. You will need beans and bean products. Canned beans are fantastic. They keep forever and they have a lot of nutrition to them. They're super easy to use. So get a couple of different kinds of canned beans and maybe also bean products like tofu. Buy just one package if you're just getting started. Don't fill your fridge because it is perishable. And number 3, you're going to need also whole grain products, things like brown rice or quinoa. Those are easy to start with. You also need, if you're on a plant-based diet, to remember that nuts and seeds are important to include. Seeds are quite a bit less expensive than nuts most of the time and have so much nutrition to them. And of course, some herbs and spices. And again, don't buy the entire list of spices and fill your pantry with stuff you're not going to use right away. Just pick a few ingredients in each category. I have a whole video about the basic ingredients that I consider to be the baseline in my kitchen. Don't buy every single one of them. Just get stocked with some of the basics. You're going to use them in power move number 3. The third power move is to become fluent, to put the efforts towards learning the 3 basic templates for everyday healthy vegan cooking. Forget about things like cabbage rolls and vegan sushi and all of these other creative combinations of ingredients that you can make. Of course, you can do anything in a plant-based diet. That's not the issue. But on a Wednesday night at 6 p.m. when you're hangry and you need to scooch over to your next after-dinner activity, it's not time to get into something complex that forces you to look at a recipe. No, you want to have it in you to create those basic types of dinners. And what I'm talking about here is the 3 essential templates of healthy vegan cooking. The first one is soups and stews. The second one is salads and bowls. And the third one is stir fries. In my book, Flow in the Kitchen, there are detailed explanations on the method for all of those. There's also some tutorials on my website, veganfamilykitchen.com. And you can learn a lot from just thinking in terms of the grammar. You're going to very quickly realize that from one soup to the other, the types of ingredients tend to be the same, and the order of the steps is also very similar. And once you master those, you can get so much better at improvising with fresh produce that's seasonal, less expensive, and also using the pantry ingredients that you have, not always having to run to the store every time you run into a project that requires some special spice. No, you can do so much with the basics as you learn to improvise. But remember that there are those forms you can follow. Once you've studied them a little bit, and above all, practice them, you're going to become fully fluent in cooking those standard dishes. The fourth power move is probably the most important of them all, and it is to shift our mindset when it comes to healthy, everyday vegan cooking. Really good food is not particularly complex or difficult to prepare. It takes, however, a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and focus, mindfulness in the kitchen to actually learn those skills that I was talking about. And yeah, it takes time and effort, but you know what? That's okay, because it's important. It's so important. We have to do it. The food that we eat is literally what our bodies are made of. It determines largely our health and our levels of energy for when it's time to show up in the world and be our best selves. Unfortunately, I just don't see how we can delegate this very important responsibility of preparing food for ourselves to folks out there who are cooking for profit. They're making food to make money, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's one decent way to earn a living. But when they're making food, they're not making it because they care about you. They're making it because it's their job. So if you want that food to be really healthy, to be really caring and nourishing for you, you probably have to be the person making it. You have to look at it this way. If you have a clean kitchen that's minimally functional, even if it's small, if you have some decent basic ingredients in your pantry and in your fridge, if you have even a basic understanding of the way to cook a simple thing like soup or a stir fry or a salad or bowl, you're one lucky person. Are you standing on your own two legs? Do you have access to your own two hands so that you can cook? Well, you're having a pretty darn good day, and it would be such a waste not to use it to prepare really good food, the kind of food that shows that you care for yourself and maybe also for other people, the kind of food that is a form of love. It is time to flip the switch from seeing cooking as some kind of dreaded chore that we'd rather delegate to some other people, to instead see it as the powerful act of love, that it is an act that nourishes and that connects us to the entire world around us. Do you want to be healthy and have lots of energy? At the end of the day, there's no shortcut. You're going to have to eat really good, wholesome, healthy food that is cooked at home by you. So embrace those 4 power moves and practice them every day and every week to become better at them. Number 1, remember, keep your kitchen clean and tidy. Number 2, fill it, stock it with healthy, basic ingredients. Don't get too many of them. Start small and build from there as you are learning. And number 3, learn, take the time to really understand the basic forms, the basic templates of healthy vegan dishes. Number 4, shift your mindsets and learn to see cooking as the ultimate act of love for yourself and those around you. I know that you can do this. I totally believe in you. And I am very excited to continue cooking with you in the Vegan Family Kitchen, to continue practicing those power moves and showing up for ourselves and learning more and more every day. So I look forward to seeing you again soon, and keep on cooking.